Okay, so Jesus and I are not getting along right now. I think he wants me to say something about the Jews over there. I'm gonna get off this chair in a minute and go take a look at that. So this is GW campus. Is also, like I said, it's shared with the State Department. So Shabbat, I think that's with like the Sabbath or something. I don't. He said it might be for Mary, and that's cool. I'm not happy. I'll tell you, you may not like Jesus or the way he approaches you or me. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can to exchange deliver a message. You might not even like Mary. I don't know why. Being born, the process of being born in this world, and then of course the metamorphosis that we all have to go through is unbelievably painful. It's understandable that you should piss and spit a little bit while you're under the knife being operated on. That's kind of understandable, When Mary's there praying for you the whole way through, like a midwife or whatever, you obviously don't throw stones at her. It's understandable to be upset with God, I think. I'm not happy with him at this moment. I don't even know. So I have to be honest about my feelings. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I have to be honest about my feelings. I try to start there, right? Well, what is true and what is, true about myself and what is true about how I feel? I don't know. So this is, it's a bunch of Jews that were kidnapped and killed during the October 7 attack, terrorist attack last year, which I've argued Israel's done an incredible job fighting this war. I mean, I don't know how you could do it. America should take note. It's incredible. It's incredible. They're hunting down terrorists. They're not just lumping everyone in. So I'm gonna try to get a picture of each panel so people can see it. Oh, there's a lot of glow here, so I'm sorry if I leave anyone out. It's just and obviously it's a very small list, and I don't know why the list is so small. There was a lot of, it was mass murder. One day they woke up being murdered in their own communities. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. And then taken hostage and by freedom butchers and freedom rapists. I don't know. I like everyone, even. Yeah, I'd even like the devil if he wasn't such a shitbag. But I love Arabs. They're beautiful people in a variety of ways. I've argued before. There's just a lot of things I like. They have a few laws that I like. Customs they fleshed out. Well, I guess specifically, there's one law that I like that really so much is. In the Middle East, the Arabs say you don't compliment somebody in front of them. It makes them extremely uncomfortable. You can compliment them when they're not around. It's an interesting thing. I don't know, but guile is a powerful thing in humanity. And we beguile one another. And I would say a lot of our economy is based upon not just guile, but treachery, In the Middle East, they have to sort of, hold on, I just want to see who. I don't know. I imagine there's some Jewish, the Gurwitz family and the Klein Teifel family. I just imagine this is anyway, it's one of my my perfect world is no one ever uses flattery in a conversation, and almost every conversation you have is treacle, you know. It's very hard for me to. I went from being I was oil. I was, as Paul says, I was all things to all people. I was oil. You know what they say. What do they say in business now? They say it's a chameleon. Whoever you need me to be. You know, and that's not who I am. And obviously, when you go through a transformation like that, it's real work, and it's real painful to figure out who you are. And I took that to a pathological level, and I'm really sorry for people that were affected by that. I was indecorous at times when civility and grace was called for. I was just trying to get it right. That's all, you know. And I'm genuinely sorry. I hope I covered this building. It's a really pretty building on campus, you know. What I'll say, I'm adamant that I dislike very much the Arab-Palestinian war strategy. You are, and this is the thing, okay? It's like their war strategy around Palestine is just total cocksucker. But this is the thing, you have to understand why is it total cocksucker, you know? How were they injured, you know? And it's kind of physics, you know? They were their circumstances are so unique that this is what they have resorted to, is terror, to equal. They feel they're like they're the older brother in humanity, but they're also the stepchild that was kicked out of the family. It's fucked up what happened to them. And this is one way for them to even the score. You have to understand, they feel justified when they do that. Like what my family did to me. I had persecuted and I had prevailed. There was a psychic wound there. It was like, when I said, guys, you know, this is it. There was that wound there that justified no mercy. It was completely out of character for them, but that's what no mercy, you know. Okay, you know, then that's how it is. You know, the war strategy for the Palestinians in Palestine is total cocksucker. I can't stand it. I can't fucking stand it. This was the law Jesus gave you, man. If I'm talking to the Palestinian, I did a great video last 6 months ago that hopefully is dug up sometime about their situation. This is the law you were given. It is not, if I might be so bold, it is not your position to rewrite God's history. You guys are like totally adore like righteousness and holiness. Your laws are beautiful, and yet you insist on this. Allah don't need your help bringing about the 12th Imam or whatever it is. You do as you're fucking told, just like me, man. What's back here, by the way? Sorry. Now that we're back here. So what would that be? Is that like a dorm? Okay. These are dorms and apartments, I guess. And a church. All right. I would just say, I guess it would be instructive at this time to say that So it may appear that I'm standing up for Jesus. Simply asked me to, this is your duty to do. And you know, it fits perfect because you're attacked by a United States Marine that's brought the war back home and the atrocities they committed against the Arabs in the Middle East. I think they're beautiful people. I don't like the way they conduct war. I think it sets up for, in the end, it sets up for failure every fucking time. I cannot stand terror. I can't understand people that do terror, but I do understand your circumstances are unique. And I'm not standing. Well, who's gonna give this talk? What do I need to say here? Okay, so I guess my point is some of my American friends and family and colleagues and fellow countrymen might think that I'm coming to their defense and their aid. Not even close. First of all, I really don't give a fuck what you think. But secondly, I know it's important for you to as Aristotle says, you got to measure the ethics and the circumstances. What's his motivation? What type of person? Where's he coming from? Where I'm coming from is I want the Arab Palestinians the fuck out of Palestine. You want to know a secret truth I have? This is a secret truth. I'm for the two-state solution. Do you know why I'm for the two-state solution in Palestine? Because I believe that if you guys actually got the fuck out of there, you'd return. If it was just nothing but Jews in Israel, you'd return with a nuclear fucking bomb. That's the only reason why I'd be willing to give you guys fucking land in Palestine and Israel. It is a hostage situation. If we have Arabs there, you're not going to detonate a nuke in Jerusalem. That's the only reason I'm supportive of you guys, you fucking pricks, being there. You guys have a right to exist. You have a right to be happy. You have a right to many things. You have a right to succor, to remedy, to love and peace with our neighbors. I think if you cannot take the medicine Jesus gave you. It is, as one saint said 2,000 years ago, you take what the Lord has provided you.